All right, guys. So today we're gonna go ahead and talk about our personal profile, right? And the reason we want to go ahead and make sure we have that cleaned up and stuff is because you guys will be people will search you guys up. All right, so people will go into your profile, regardless if you guys use Facebook, Instagram, whatever you guys use, they will search to make sure that you're a real person. Okay, especially when it comes to, if you think about it, if you have a if your profile is maybe yourself, sticking out the finger, yes, I understand it's your personal profile, but if somebody searches for you and sees that, you think they're going to go ahead and lay down, 5K, 10K for a vacation, they're going to be like, no, right? So I'm going to go ahead and go over some of this information for you guys that has been working for several of us as agents. I've been doing this already going on 5 years, and stuff that has been working. And again, I'm giving you guys some advice. You guys are able to use it if you guys wish to. If not, you at least know what has been working for us as well. All right. So first off, we're going to go ahead and go to your personal profile, right? The two main things that you always want to make sure that you have is going to be your cover photo and your profile photo. Those are the two biggest things, guys. All right. And the reason is because those are the main one. First of all, is this one. That's how people, even before they search you, they look for you. That's the photo that comes up next to your name. Right. So you want to make sure it's something nice. It's you yourself. It's not your horse. It's not your cat. It's not a flower, because you guys are not, none of that. Right. You guys are an actual person. Okay, so and believe me, I have to go ahead and say that because I do get agents that have that as their profile, and I tell them to go ahead and make sure they make those changes. Okay, as your cover photo, you want to have something that kind of resembles either your niche. In my case, I'm a Disney person, right? So I go ahead and do stuff that has to do with Disney. My previous one was that one. That one was there for 19, 21, 22. Oh my God, almost 4 years. I had that this background on there. Of course, you guys are able to change those, right? Let's just say you have on vacation, right? You go on vacation, you guys are able to do that as well. But make sure it's something that it looks vacationy, right? Don't put something else back there that has nothing to do with travel. All right, maybe a nice landscaping, a nice maybe sunset. If you guys have a nice sunset or you guys took a picture of something nice, put it on there, okay, guys? Because that says a lot. I can easily, if you guys go into my profile right now, you can say, okay, this person likes Disney, right? Automatically, it's on there. For your profile picture, guys, please make sure, I know mine's a little bit off, but make sure it's a picture of only you, all right? Yes, we love our families. Yes, but please make sure it's a picture of yourself. All right. Make sure it's a picture, either a headshot or further away, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be a professional photo. All right. It can be a picture of yourself. Make sure, like I said, not a picture of your whole family, because then I'm going to be there and thinking like, well, which one is who? Who's who? Right. And we don't want that. So that's why a picture of yourself is very important. So like that, people know, oh, that is who Erica is. That's how she looks like. All right. Of course, mine's a little bit further away due to the fact that I'm showing my car sandals. But normally I always have photos that are more happy. You see, this was in Vegas. A close-up. Again, if I have a niche that has to go ahead and do with Disney in this case, I have my Disney ears. Several, this one was during Christmas, I think, around that time frame, whatever it is. So any of these pictures, guys, let's just say you guys are not what is it called, photo savvy, right? That you guys not photogenic. There we go, photogenic. That's fine, guys. Use Snapchat. Use the filter. That's perfectly fine. I use Snapchat all the time. I do not look like that. All right, so put a Snapchat filter on there and take a picture. It does not have to be, oh, it's because I need to make sure I look pretty, I need to put makeup on, I need to do my hair. No, guys, just put a filter. It's gonna do the stuff for you, and you don't even have to worry about it. All right. And again, it can be just a headshot. It doesn't have to be a full thing, right? It doesn't have to be like, okay, I need to get ready, put a nice clothing. It doesn't have to be like that. Just a nice headshot. And like that, it can go ahead and give you more to who you are. If you guys went somewhere, right? Do the whole thing too. Put a little bit about yourself on there. So like that, it can go ahead and give, again, that little things on there. And again, it's just you. All of these pictures are just of me. Okay, guys? So it's very, very important to go ahead and do that. No other pictures besides yourself. Okay, very important. And of course, you're not any kind of animal. You're not any kind of flower. You guys are not kind of plant, right? That's cool. That's nice that you like that, but please make sure it's a photo of yourself. And you'll see the importance of that in just a little bit too, okay? Under your bio section, your intro, okay, you want to go ahead and put something that is, you have a certain amount of characteristics, okay? Let me go ahead and, you have 101 characteristics that you guys are able to use on here. So you have to be very specific or particular to what you guys want to put. Do something that is very specific to you. All right. I'm not just putting I'm a travel agent and that's it. I don't put travel agent, vacation planner, wedding, that I don't do that. As you guys can go ahead and see, I just put Disney specialist with my little emojis. Emojis, for some reason, you know, go ahead and do a lot. So if you guys are able to put some emojis in there, even better. I put travel agents. You guys can put travel specialists, can put whatever you guys want to go ahead and put on there. For those that don't have a Linktree account, I really recommend for you guys to go ahead and do one. All right, I do have in my YouTube videos, I have how to create a Linktree account, and it's free and it's very, very useful, guys. I use my Linktree on everything pretty much. I put Palm Mom because I have 2 palms, right? So if you're a dog mom, if you're a cat mom, if you're, you know, whatever it is, guys, you guys need to connect to your audience, all right? Because you guys are not just strictly travel and that's it. And that's the reason I like to go ahead and do the personal one, because you guys are putting a little bit about yourself and you guys are not just travel. Does that make sense? I don't want you guys to go ahead and go in there and be like, oh, okay, you know, today's mock booking is this and today is this, and then travel, because you guys probably have either some friends or family on your news feeds, right? That you already know that if you guys see them, you're like, oh my God, here we go, right? It's either because they're writing, they have paparazzi, right? The jewelry, they have a makeup, they have candles, whatever they sell. And that's all they go ahead and talk about, right? Do you guys have that? Because I know I do. You guys see that same person and you're like, okay, come on, to the point you just like want to unfollow them, right? You don't want to be that person. That's where you come in specifically writing about, you know, putting yourself as, that's how we separate ourselves from different companies, from different people, right? Because we are just not strictly talking about travel. And please, if you guys end up having a second account, right? Let's just say, okay, I don't want to have my friends and family look at my travel stuff. Okay, that's fine. All right, FYI, friends and family, we try not to trigger, right? Because those are the ones that want like the cheapest stuff. And if you guys think about it, cheap, what equals to? Less commission, right? Well, anyways, if you guys decide to make a second account, a personal account, a second personal account, not a Facebook page, because that's completely different. Another one like this, you guys are able to. But I suggest you guys do not use that one to go ahead and start advertising, okay? Reason is because if you guys start friending people, what happens? People will look for you, right? Just like if I go ahead and friend you guys, you're going to be like, okay, who is this person? And you're going to swipe through them to make sure, who are they, right? Especially if they have maybe a logo on here instead of their face. You don't know who they are. So especially if it says that you just opened it yesterday or a week ago or a month ago, do you think that's going to look like a legit Facebook? It's not, right? Reason being is because you have no, it tells people when you opened your Facebook. All right. So please make sure if you do have a second one, you put your friends and family on that one. Okay. Because your friends and family will follow you. It doesn't matter if you have like 50 Facebook accounts, they'll still follow you, right? They'll still go to whichever one. Stay with the original old one you guys have, because you guys have at least life in there that when people are trying to look for, they can go ahead and see that. Okay. So that's a little perk or trick to make sure that we want you guys to succeed. All right. Because if you start from zero on your Facebook business, in your Facebook personal page, it's going to be very, very hard to go ahead and start off. Okay. So we normally do not recommend that. All right. So coming down here for the information, guys, please make sure you never, ever, ever put that you work with or that you work with Archer or Evolution. Okay. Never do that. You guys need to start branding your name, branding your business name. Okay, because I see agents on here that put on here travel agent with Archer, or they go ahead and put on here travel agent and they connect with Archer. Guys, we are independent travel agents, remember. Okay, we are using their licensing. That's it. We're not working under them. Okay, we're not working directly with them. We don't get, Archer doesn't pay us for us being travel agents directly through them. Does that make sense? We're independent travel agents. We're with a 1099. We're not with a W-2. So in reality, you guys do not put that. Okay. Instead, go ahead and put your business name on there. Okay. In my case, I go ahead and put owner at Erica for Travel. Okay. So meaning if I hover over this, and the only reason you can hover over it is when you have your business name already. If you guys have a Facebook business page created, that's when you guys are able to hover it. If you guys don't have one created, you're not going to be able to do that yet. Okay. But make sure you put like owner at or CEO of or whatever you guys want to put it, but make sure you put your business name on there. All right. You'll have that availability to do so. All right. You can put a little bit about yourself, like where you went to school. I put here studied at Disney College of Knowledge. You guys, if you guys have other certifications, put them on there. You have a certification for Carnival Cruise, right? Once you complete that, when you complete Princess Cruise, you guys are able to put that on there too, because we did the studying, even though it wasn't physically in school, right? We are certified. We did the test. We got certified. So guess what? We actually studied for it. Okay, so the more stuff you guys are able to have on there, the more better it is. You guys want to put, if you guys decide to put where you guys went to school, that's perfectly fine. Regarding the part where it has this right here, okay, as you guys can go ahead and see, I do have my Facebook on here, right? This was before I was able to go ahead and do this part. I have my Linktree and I have my website. All right, if you guys only have your website for Evolution, do not put it on here. Just put the Linktree. Okay, do not put your Evolution website on here. I would recommend for you to go ahead and use a Linktree, so like that you can mask the link on there. Okay, very, very important. So this is another thing that people look at. Okay, so make sure you have those changes. Make sure you have it up to date, because if it says that you worked at, I don't know, Starbucks, right? It doesn't say anything about being a travel agent. You have to make sure people know that you're a travel agent without having it in their face. Okay, so little things like this helps and goes a long way. All right, so we're doing this, the left side first on here. We're gonna go ahead and scroll down. Okay, your friends section, guys. Okay, your friends sections, you have to go ahead and make sure that you have your friends section private. Okay, yes, you guys are able to see how many friends I have on here, and I have to go in there and remove some. You guys are able to have up to 5,000 friends. Okay, you guys are able to have up to 5,000 friends. Personally, when I started, I only had about 50 friends that I knew personally, and my profile was private, because I was a very private person. When I came into this, guys, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it my all. And what's the worst that can happen is I can go ahead and remove all these people I don't know, and I can close back my account back to being private. Okay, because I made it public and instead of friending people. My goal, as soon as I knew that you could reach up to 5,000 people, I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and start friending up to, I'm gonna reach my goal. My goal was 5,000 people. Okay, of course you can't do that in one day. It took some weeks. It took about 2 months to get to 5,000. All right, but I reached it. I've reached it so many times. Okay, I reach it at 5,000, then I go back to my friends, and then I go through it, and then I take away people that are not active. You know, people that I don't see. I start cleaning up my friends, and then I always go back to maybe 4,500, and it starts again. And then once I reach 5,000, I clean it out again. So that's what I do. All right. So I recommend for you guys to have a certain amount of friends. And I'm going to go over how to friend these people too. Okay. It's just not like, oh, I'm going to friend this person, so I can reach my goal. No, we don't want that. And that's why it took me a while, because you want to make sure you get the correct people, right? Because I don't want all of my profile to be guys, because I don't know if you guys have that. I don't have that anymore. But when I went public, And when I opened my profile and made it public, I started getting all these messages from guys saying, hello, beautiful, hello, sexy, you look wonderful, right? I didn't, guys, all you have to do is block the person. You don't even have to go ahead and talk to them. You don't have to respond to them. You don't have to do anything. Just block the person. That's it. All right. And as you guys go ahead and do that, you start blocking people. Less and less people of these guys are going to go ahead and keep friending you or try to talk to you. Okay. Automatically, even though we're not friends and they send me a message, boom, blocked. Right? If they send me a friend request, I don't even accept any friends. I do not accept any friends. I'm the one that looks for people. Okay. So I would suggest you guys do that as well. Search for people. Okay. Yes, it happens all the time. To all the girls, all the women, we always get those messages. Hello, beautiful. No, like, calm down. All right. So that's perfectly fine. Don't be like, okay, let me close it up because I don't want. That's fine. You guys are going to go through it. You guys are going to go through it. That's fine. Delete, 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 block, block, block. Make sure you block them. Okay. Just don't delete it. Don't respond to them. Just block. Okay. Yes, just like Amy said, I don't accept anybody personally. I stopped accepting friends because, as you guys like I told you, I've reached 5,000 so many times. All right. So what I do now, I don't need. What I do now is personally also any males. I do not have any males as in my friends. Okay. The only males I have is if they're my agents directly to me, or if I know the male personally. Otherwise than that, I do not have them as friends. I have a whole bunch of people in my on my friend requests, people waiting. That's fine. All right. The same thing as travel agents. Okay, guys, I know some of you don't like that, but as travel agents, guys, I do not accept any travel agents that are not my direct agents. Okay, you guys can follow people. Okay, there's no problem with that. You guys can follow, and I would suggest you guys follow other, 1 stars, 2 stars, 3 stars, platinums, or golds. Follow them. Do not friend request them because you're taking that spot that both of you can go ahead and have. All right, not so much that, but we are both doing the same exact thing. So we're advertising to each other. Does that make sense? We're advertising to each other. So you're not going to buy from me. I'm not going to buy from you, right? I'm not going to become an agent through you. You're not going to become an agent through me. So you see, it's the same exact thing if you guys friend somebody. If you guys follow somebody, you guys will see the exact same information. Everything's exactly the same thing. The only difference is both of you are not filling up that extra person on there. Okay. Unless you guys are like BFFs and like very, very, very close, then yeah, that's fine. But personally, I would suggest not to friend so many travel agents. Yes, I know you want to go ahead and see how they're doing, what they're doing, but I would suggest to follow them. All right. Especially when it comes down when you start friending people. If you know how you see the people you might know. And guess what? There's the travel agent right there. So that means the travel agent knows that person too. So you see, that's where the conflict comes in too when you're trying to friend people, because you don't know if they already have a travel agent, because they're saying, okay, well, Erica knows this, Erica and Jessica, our friends, maybe they know Jessica's friend. And then you're thinking, oh, let me go ahead and friend her, but she's already friends with Jessica. So how am I going to does that make sense? Okay, so that it all comes down to like little bits of stuff that you're like, okay, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. All right, at the beginning, if you guys have 50, 100, 200 friends, that's fine. You can add maybe a few agents in there, but don't put all your 1,000 friends, all your 500 friends, be all travel agents. All right, guys, it's not going to help you. Okay, I'm telling you this, guys, from experience. It's not going to help. Okay, because who you're selling to, like, you can have 5,000 friends on there, and if they're all travel agents, who you're selling to? Nobody, because they all have their own thing going. They all have a business too. They're all travel agents too. So you're not selling to anybody. Does that make sense, guys? So make sure that you guys go ahead and only have certain amounts and personally only have friends. And you'll see, like, if you guys end up friending me, because every time I have one of these, I get friends, I don't accept you. It's nothing personal. right? As you guys can go ahead and see, I'm close to a 5,000 again. And imagine if I go ahead and have all of you guys, by plus more, you know, start friending me. Imagine what that's going to look like, right? My friends on here. So, I mean, and you see, I'm able to look on here and be like, well, I don't know, like this person is a travel agent. This person's a travel agent. This person's a travel, like you see how I'm able to see how they're friends with my friends. So who am I going to be selling to? All right, guys, remember, I don't accept guys. And these are just some because I have way more than that. The majority. And then what I go ahead and do too is I go in there and make sure that they're like a legit person and they're not selling stuff, right? Because I don't want to go in there, friend them, and they start saying, hey girl, I have this product that you might like, or hey, and they start like, again, you know, there are people that are selling, you know, pharmacy or MK or stuff like that. You know, you don't want those, right? So that's why I personally don't request anybody. See, this is a travel agent. This was a travel agent. I have so many travel agents on here. And I do not accept unless they're directly mine. And this is why it's important too to make sure you have a picture of yourself, because this one, I don't know who this person is. I don't know how this person looks like. You know, a cartoon, I don't know how this person looks like. You know, logo doesn't really help either. So that's all of these little things help, guys. Right there, I just see one eye out of this person. Okay, the rest I see a rock. Okay, so that's why all these little things and tricks, guys, work. There's a reason I'm telling you all this information. It's very, very important because at the end of the day, just like I go in there and check their information, people will do the exact same thing to you. Okay, people will do the exact same thing to you. So you guys have to think about yourself as business owners, and you guys have to think of yourself as a consumer. All right, so yes, business wise, okay, I'm going to start from scratch. I'm going to start from zero. I'm going to make another account. But from a consumer point, if somebody would have friended you that says that they just opened up their Facebook yesterday, are you going to friend them? No, right? So you see, you have to go ahead and switch back and forth, consumer and owner, consumer and owner. Don't always think as an owner. Very, very important, guys. Don't always think as an owner, because as an owner, yes, it looks awesome. It looks great. But as a consumer, it might not. All right, so always make sure you go back and forth regarding them. Okay, guys? I'll show you also how to go ahead and start friending people too. So don't worry. Now, that's pretty much it on this section. The next part is going to be posting. Okay, posting, guys, it's very, very important that you guys at least post 3 times a day. Okay, 3 times a day. And you normally want to go ahead and do something motivational. Like as soon as you guys wake up, you can go ahead and put like something like good morning, or find a GIF that says good morning, whatever it is, something motivational, something, you know, because like that, people are like, oh, okay, well, let's see what Erica has to talk about today, or let's see whatever, you know. And guys, that this is easy to go ahead and do. Go ahead and go to your Google, right? And go ahead and put motivational quotes. Look at that, it's already on there. Motivational quotes, go into images. Whoops. Right, go ahead and go into images, and you guys are able to get all of this information. Okay, success is not final, failure is not fatal. You know, whatever kind of appeals to you. Think big, trust yourself, and make it happen. All right, let's just say I want to go ahead and do this, right? I'm going to go ahead and save this. And then, like, let's just say this is in the morning, because you don't want to do it like later on in the afternoon or anything like that. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and put it on here. And then you're going to put like good morning or something like that. You can put a quote as well. All right. So in this case, I'm just not going to put anything on there, because I'm just going to go ahead and post it and just post. All right. So this would be in the morning, regardless if you guys wake up at 5 in the morning, if you guys wake up at 8 in the morning, at 10 in the morning, whatever you guys do, you guys are able to go ahead and do it. Right. Later on in the afternoon. Okay. Have something that's interactive. Interactive, people like interactive stuff, guys. Okay, people like to go ahead and comment, people like to debate, people like to respond back to questions. Okay, so same thing applies. Go in here and put interactive posts, and you guys are able to find a whole bunch. So you guys can't tell me, oh, I don't know what to put. You guys see a whole bunch of stuff on here. All right, think of, and it does not have to be about travel. Please know that. regarding of the motivational, inspirational, or interactive does not have to be about travel. You know what? Just don't make it about travel. Don't make it about travel. Just you're trying to connect with people. Okay. So look for something that kind of catches your eye. Something that, or maybe you can make your own if you like something that you want to go ahead and use this or that, right? Tell us one random fact about yourself. You can go ahead and put that on there. People like to go ahead and talk about stuff. If you guys go through your friends, right, and they have maybe a post that they did and you see that it has a lot of engagement, or you like what they put, just copy and paste it onto yours. Never share. Never share onto your profile. Okay? Look at that. I already have somebody like my thing. Well, it just came out. Okay? Never share anybody's information. Okay? So for example, what I mean with that is if I go to home and I go to my news feeds, right? And let's just say I like somebody's post, right? Celebrating with my kiddos. Okay, cool. You see how you have this share right here? That's what I mean. Never click share and share. The only time you will share would be your Facebook business page. Okay. So if I go to Carnival, because a lot of people are registered like with Carnival or Disney and stuff like that. If you guys go ahead and are registered with them as friends or you follow them, they always have stuff going on, right? Okay. Or maybe they have a picture or stuff like that. You guys don't go in here and be like, okay, share and share now or share in my story. Do not do that. Why? Because when I share, what happens? You are sharing the information of that person. And if, let's just say, one of your friends ends up going ahead and sharing it, it's no longer you that they're sharing. Again, they're sharing the original person. So what I do in this case, I would go ahead and copy and paste this information onto my Facebook business page, right? I will go ahead and copy this photo and then go ahead and paste it into my business page. And if I like it for my personal page, then I can go ahead and share it. Does that make sense to you guys? Right? You do not want to share anybody else's information unless it's yours. Why? Because if people like what you put, they're going to share your stuff. Okay? They're going to share you. In this case, for example, let me go ahead and put this one. This has nothing to do with travel. Okay? This has nothing to do with travel. But I have 4 shares out of this, meaning that whoever shared my information, guess what? It's sharing my whole thing. I'm attached to it. Okay? I'm attached to it. And this is where the picture comes in too. Because if they see, ooh, okay, especially like if I had my Disney ears or something like that, the people will probably click onto it so they can see my profile. All right. Again, if you have over here a picture of you throwing your finger, of half nude, all of this stuff, guys. Yes, I understand it's your own personal one, but think about it. If people see that you're trying to grow your business and that's the first thing that they see, you think they're gonna want to go ahead and give you, do business with you? More than likely, no. Right? I mean, they would do business with you like if it was something else, but not as a travel agent. All right. So that's why it's very important to make sure that you have a nice photo of yourself. Okay. Also, your posts, please don't have anything that has to do with negativity. Okay. If there's conflicts going on, don't, when it comes down to politics, religion, stuff like that, do not, in controversy, try to avoid it if possible. Okay. I'm not saying don't do it. I can only guide you. The reason being is because if I say, for example, that I hate our president, right, on here, and I put how much I hate our president, blah, blah, blah. And somebody, let's just say that I had a future client, right, that was going to pay maybe 10K or 20K on their booking, right? And I was talking to them, we got to know each other. And then they go into my profile, Facebook, and they see me talking about this, it might not look good. They're going to be like, oh, then never mind. Does that make sense? Okay. So yes, it's your personal preference. Yes, I have nothing against that, but please try to either limit it or remove it completely from your profile. Okay. Believe me, it will help you guys out because like that, you don't have somebody that's like, ooh, no, I love our president. You are talking crap about them. Then I don't want to do business with you. Okay. So I'm just giving you guys examples, not that I do that because I don't. Okay. Another good stuff to go ahead and post, guys, besides interactive posts, like I said, people like to go ahead and do, people like to go ahead and have information. If you guys find information, regardless of what it is, in this case, I found this and I thought it was very interesting, right? About information about like when you die and all of that stuff, right? Declaration, your will, all of that stuff is very interesting. I also do like maybe this stuff. Again, I follow this person, or I think it's a page that it's like a penny or penny savers or something like that. Instead of me sharing it, I copy and paste it. Okay, copy and paste it just in case whoever wants to go ahead and share it can share it, and it'll, guess what? It's gonna attach my information onto it. Okay, does that make sense? See, think smart. I also have some, you know, some funny stuff in there. Again, has nothing to do with travel whatsoever. Remember, you're trying to connect. Here's another one that's funny, right? But you guys don't want your whole Facebook to be just memes and videos. All right, videos meaning as in like funny videos. Because again, if you guys go into somebody's profile, what do? You scroll to see who this person is, right? Especially if they don't have a picture, or maybe they have one picture, but you want to see if there's other pictures. You guys don't want to get to that point where all you have is videos and memes, videos and memes, videos and memes. You don't want that. All right. Remember, you guys want to go ahead and give a little bit right about you, whatever the day is. If you guys need to take a picture, I would suggest putting a picture once a day or once every other day, either of yourself or your dog or whatever it is. But put a picture, okay, from your camera, because that makes it, that is legit. I can go in there and be like, oh, even though you guys can go outside, take a picture and be like, look how sunny it is. Look how beautiful the day is. Look how snowy it is. Look how horrible the day is looking. Whatever you guys want to put, but it's an actual picture. Okay, it's an actual picture, and that gives me, oh, okay, well, this person's real because this person's taking pictures. Okay, doesn't always have to be a picture of yourself. I personally, like I said, open my Facebook up public. And again, reason you want it public is because people can see what you post. People can give a little sense of who you are. Because if you go in there and all I see is just everything private, and the only thing I see is just your profile images, you know, that's how you know it, that profile is private. It doesn't give me anything about yourself. I don't know if you're funny. I don't know if you're nice. I don't know if you're, you know, writing a whole bunch of, you know, nasty stuff in your news feed. I don't know. I don't know if you're negative, right? That's why it's important to make sure you open your profile. Okay. Again, because you want to make sure that you have that connection with your, with people. All right. Mine, of course, is a little bit different because I do a lot of memes and stuff. The reason it does not apply to me is because, as you guys saw, I'm close to 5,000. Once you're close to 4,000, 5,000, you guys can pretty much do whatever. All right. But before that, these are the rules to go ahead and do. Okay. Do, you know, 1 in the morning, you know, something motivational, something nice. Then later on, you can go ahead and do something interactive or post a meme, something funny. The interactive makes the people go ahead and comment to you. And then, you know, if you are able to add a picture of yourself or a picture of something on there, so like that, I'm able to go ahead and see, hey, this person is a real person. Okay, regardless of what it is. If you have a dog, take a picture of the dog and be like, look, I put my dog's pictures on here. Like in the morning, instead of putting good morning, I take a picture of my dog and I'm like, his name is Peanut. So I put Peanut says hello, or Peanut says good morning. And that's it. Okay, you don't have to overthink about it. You don't have to be like, oh my God, I don't know what to put. I don't have a motivate. No, okay, don't overthink stuff, guys. All right, it's just naturally flows. All right, the right people will come to you. Okay, let me see if I have. I post my children too on there. See, something just like that. How cold is it? Boom. I really didn't get many interactive people, or oh, I got 7 comments. But you see, it doesn't matter. If you go into my profile and you see pictures of me, you know I'm a person. You know I share my children. Okay, and this is what I'm talking about when you share. See, like here, this is my business. This is what sharing is. So if I end up sharing somebody else's information, that's why I say their information comes up. Okay, so if I share Carnival, it's going to say Carnival right there. And what happens is a lot of people go ahead and cut the middleman, which in this case would be you, and go straight to the to whatever it is. In this case, it would be Carnival, right? Archer too. When you guys put Archer Evolution, guess what? They're going to go with Archer Evolution directly. They won't go with you. That's why you guys don't want to go ahead and promote anything other than your business. Okay, so later on, at the end, right before you go to bed, you can post something about your business. You can post something either travel related. You can post something real, share something from your business. Okay, reason being that we wait all the way to the end is because by the time that the first few saw it, those people are going to see that last photo, that last information. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have noticed on your friends, you guys are able to have like in my case, I have close to 5,000 friends. In your case, you might have 50 friends or 100. You guys, I can guarantee you guys do not see all of your friends' information. All the news feeds, like on the news feeds, you guys do not see all of them. I can guarantee you guys don't. All right. And then you're like, well, I never thought about it. Well, it's true. All right. Reason being is because Facebook only gives you the people that you interact. And that's why the interaction post comes into place. Facebook only gives you the persons that you interact with. So for example, if I have Angie right here, okay, if Angie goes ahead and I see one of her posts and I like it and I commented on it, or vice versa, what happens? That means Facebook is going to be like, oh my God, Angie and Erica are BFFs. So let me give Erica more of Angie stuff, or let me give Angie more of Erica stuff. Does that make sense? That's why you guys see the same people over and over and over again on your news feeds, because you guys are commenting on their news feeds. Okay, so what I would recommend to do is once in a while, go into your friends list, go in there and start looking at other people you have, and go in there into their profile, look for something and comment, because that's another eyes that you'll now be able to look at. Make sense? So if I go into my home, okay, if I go into my home and I comment on this person, right? And FYI, guys, anything besides a like, Facebook loves that. Okay, because Facebook is like, oh my God, this is more than like, right? Because like for Facebook is like, everybody can do it. Anything else besides a like button, Facebook loves. And they'll go ahead and share more of your information. So if you guys have anything that has interactive posts where it has either go ahead and put a heart or a mad or something there, those are the best ones. Okay, and that's why I'm saying if you guys create something like that, that's even better for you as well. Okay, so in this case, I can go ahead and put like hover over. I'm gonna go ahead and do something like this. And if I can go ahead and put a GIFs, I can put awesome. Okay, I don't know, something like that. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Then I can go ahead and comment on it and I'm good. All right. And this is what you'll end up doing. Okay, you go on here, end up liking a few on here. And the reason you do that is because then they interact with you. Then Facebook is going to be like, ooh, let me give more information of this to this person. All right, does that make sense? Even though it's, you guys can do. So make sure you guys take some time to go ahead and go through these and do this. All right. And so a few doesn't hurt, guys. A few, you can go ahead and put a few. All right. So this means that when this interaction, because more than likely this person's going to respond back. Well, guess what? Now they're going to have, they're going to see my information in there. Okay, every time I post, guess what? They're going to be able to see, they're going to be one of the first ones to see this information. That's why you want to interact with new people, not the same people over and over and over again. Okay. Adding friends. Okay, adding friends, it's really easy to go ahead and do, guys. You can start off at your area, your location. Okay, like in my case, I usually start off with schools. Okay, not like hunting down little kids. I go be with the parents, all right, because more than likely they have kids, right? The ISD has kids, they have kids. That means they're going to travel regardless, because more than likely if it's not locally, they might go to Disney, they might go to Hawaii, they might go ahead and go upstate, whatever it is, they're going to travel, right? So this is what I usually recommend. Look at your ISD. In my case, it's Weslaco Independent School District. That's what ISD means. Okay, for those that didn't know. You guys are able to go ahead and do this. All right, you guys can do your cops, your area cops, Chamber of Commerce, the fireplace, the fire department, anything like that, you guys are able to do as well. Okay, does not have to be strictly WISD. I'm just giving you guys examples. All right, so now what happens here is what you guys will end up doing is you guys can go ahead and come in here. And you guys are able to check on comments and on likes. Now these are recent people, so you know that they're active. Okay, you know for a fact that these people are active. So I can go in here, click on it, and you see how I'm able to go ahead and see these people on here. All right, and this is why I say it's very important to make sure to have a nice photo. Okay, really, Alama? More than likely, I'm not going to add this person, right? Leticia, let's see. It looks like she travels. Okay, I can go ahead. What I can do is I can either go off of this, or what I can go ahead and do is I can go ahead and click on them and to see what they have. In this case, I'm already her friend, so I'm not going to go ahead and do that. Let me see this one. This one right here. Let me have another one. Brick. And again, I don't do males, so I do not friend guys. Let's see, Erica Wilson. Let's go to her. All right, so I can see that she's a family person, right? We can go ahead and see that from this profile. And that's what I'm saying again. This profile is very important because people will go ahead and respond to your photo, however your photo is. Okay, so I have this information. I see that she has a photo, right? I see that she's a family oriented. If I scroll down, okay, I see all of this. So what I briefly do is I just want to make sure that, you know, she's not somebody that sells, that she does, you know, not fundraisers, but, you know, she's not a travel agent, you know, all of this stuff. Okay. And it looks like she's not. Well, guess what? Add as a friend. Boom, we're done. That's all it takes. You just have to go ahead and look for them. And again, you see when you go ahead and friend somebody, it says people you might know. You see, I have people that are travel agents and they're giving me their friends. I know she's a travel agent. This one is, so that's why it's not, you guys shouldn't go off by this. All right, because again, if you're friends with other travel agents, your guys are gonna go ahead and they give you the same people to go ahead and like. All right, so start off with local. All right, start off with local people. Again, then I go back. Okay, I go back to where I was. All right, and then you just have to do this process over and over again. Right here, I see 86, and I'll go ahead and come in here, right? Mario, Isaiah, and you just go off by the photo if you feel, right? If you guys feel Julia, Olga, okay, Olga Covarrubias, Maria, Julia. Again, click on them. You can click on them. We have a mutual friend in common. Awesome. I want to make sure it's not no travel agent. She's not a travel agent. I'm going to look through her profile and you guys are able to see, oh, look, we went to the same location. Okay, she lives in Texas too. And you can briefly look through it. And as you guys can see, I don't really see so much. I just only see 2 things on here. So she just opened this up in 2022. So more than likely, you know, I don't really want to go ahead and add this person. But remember I told you guys too, for your friends, you guys want to make it private. Okay, reason you guys want to do that is, here's an example of the reason why. Oh, my lights. Boop, there we go. Here's the reason why. You see how you guys can see how many friends she has on here? If you guys, if my friends list, right, would be a jackpot for a lot of people, right? That's the reason you want to go ahead and make sure your friends list is private.
I can easily go on here, look at all her friends, and guess what? I can just start friending all these people on here. It makes it easier for me. Does that make sense? That's why you guys don't want to go ahead and have this available for other people. That's why you want to make sure you close it off. The majority of them are guys, though. Okay, I can easily go in here. You see, I see a photo of her. Okay, she's a graduate. Make sure you don't friend kids either, because sometimes teenagers are on here. Same thing, go in here and you see, all I can see, her Facebook is private. And since you really can't see a lot at this point, it's up to you if you guys want to friend them or not. I personally don't, because I don't know what it looks like, but you guys have that option of doing that. All right. So this should give you a better understanding how to go ahead and start friending people. Again, I personally don't friend guys. All right. If you guys wish to go ahead and do that, that's perfectly fine. That's up to you. But I don't do that. All right. And again, you guys do this because you want to go ahead and grow your friends list, especially if they're local to you. Okay, this person looks like it. Okay, she's married. She's more positive right here. We're gonna, and you see, okay, she's already, okay, she just sold that. She looks, okay, it looks like an okay. I don't see that she's selling anything or anything like that. So you guys are able to go ahead and go in there and end up adding them as a friend if you wish. Okay, that's how you add people. I don't recommend people you may know. Okay, and that's just personally me. All right, so hopefully this helped you guys out. Of course, there's a lot of more stuff you guys are able to do, right? There's a lot of tricks and things, but of course, I'm only limited to a certain amount of time. So again, hopefully this kind of gives you a little heads up to kind of understand a little bit the algorithm, what to post, how to post it, how to clean up, because again, you want to make sure your news feeds is also cleaned. You don't want to have any nudity. Make sure also, guys, that on your security settings, you have it to be private or to approve whoever tags you. Okay, because sometimes people tag us on stuff we don't even know, or it can be stuff that are just not okay, right? But like that, you at least can pre-prove it before it shows up on your news feeds. All right, I have that done on mine because I would be getting tagged on stuff that were like nudity stuff or half naked people, and I was like, no, right? And I have nothing to do with them. All right. Besides the fact that I unfriend that person, I unfriend the person that tagged me. Plus, I go ahead and remove that from my news feeds, right? But it does not show up on your news feeds unless you approve it. So I would recommend to make sure that you go into your settings and go ahead and make sure that where it says tag, that it says that you have to approve it first. Okay. Because again, you get tagged on stuff that has nothing to do with you, has nothing to do with anything. And people see that and they're like, yeah, no. Okay. All right, guys. So again, hopefully this helps you guys out a little bit further. Try to understand. Make sure if you guys want to recap on all of this stuff, you will see it on my Facebook, YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to it. So like that, you guys are able to see this later on. This will be available for you in just a little bit. And as soon as you subscribe, you get alerted to when I get new stuff on there as well. All right, guys. Anybody have any questions?